All right, y'all, welcome back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. I'm King Tyson. I just want to make a quick video. The news is out there. Cardi B came out, said that she was single. She's been single for a while. Right before she said that, about a day apart, everybody know Blueface and Krishan and they whole ordeal, what they got going on and stuff they've been going through. Blueface said that Offset, which is Cardi B's husband, is one member of the Migos, famous group the Migos, rap group the Migos, legendary group the Migos, was cheating with Krishan Rock. If anybody know, Offset has been several incidents with other women in a marriage. You know, Cardi had left him one time before they worked it out, got back together. So we don't know if this is contributing to why she decided to say that she was single now. Who knows? You know, one thing about a married couple is that things might happen. Y'all might have to separate a little bit, but then y'all probably could work it out because y'all got kids together. You know, they got two beautiful kids together. I mean, they both young. You know, they rich. You know, I can't say who's at fault. You know what I mean? Because none of us know the situation. And Offset denied that he was cheating on Cardi with Krishan Rock. But we don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's all this shit is, a lot of this shit with internet stuff be internet stuff for clickbait stuff. Y'all never know, you know. But what I'm saying is that when you are married, you're gonna be tested. Real talk, you will be tested. And everyday people are tested in relationships, especially when you're married, right? And you got to think about it. Those two are married, but are rich, are very young, are mega rap stars. They known worldwide. So you could just imagine how many women are trying to, just a regular married dude, a regular dude. You got certain women that's they see you happy in your marriage and you look good. They try to come at you. So you can imagine how many women that's in Offset already a rapper, but you can just imagine how many women to try to come on the Offset just to try to, you know what I mean? Just to try to say they got with Offset to try to, you know, stick it to Cardi B. Women like that. You know, women are like that. When women want to stick it to a female, or let me tell y'all something. And ladies, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying all women do this, but there are women who will, they might not like you. Woman to woman, they might not like you. But certain women could be so cold, they'll go after your man just to get to you and show proof that they got to your man. So you got to be careful on that. And fellas, you think, oh man, I'm just her friend came at me. You know, you don't even know. It ain't always about you, my G. Like, it could be her homegirl and your woman fell out, got into it for whatever reason. Women get petty. Women get vindictive. One thing about a woman, when a woman gets mad, a woman gets vindictive. That's the reason why a lot of times when women are friends and they fall out, that's why they start telling each other business. You know, because women are very vindictive like that. When two men fall out, men pretty much fight and get it over with, and then they might be back cool again. That's how men do. We handle shit. If we don't fight, you know, we don't fight. A dude might be like, oh man, that old, you know, man, I ain't worried about that old bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how men talk. You know, but 9 times out of 10 to get back to you, you gotta fight out. And after that might be cool. Women don't normally do that. Women start really telling business, of each other business, dark secrets, all kind of stuff, right? So, you know, that's what I want to say, fellas, ladies too. You might fall out. It could be a friend. Like I said, it could be a friend that try to talk to your dude just to get back at you, or it could be a female coworker that don't like you to try to get at. Look at the Baby Boy situation, the movie Baby Boy. That's a prime example. If anybody watch the movie Baby Boy, Yvette did not like her coworker. They didn't like each other, and the first chance she got, she said, "Okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna try to sleep with Jody." Now, Jody turned it down. He put himself in a bad situation, which it could have happened. But he said, "Nah, that's gonna be bad because I know my girl don't like you. You know, it's gonna be, and you gonna get one up on my girl." That ain't just a movie, y'all. That's real life. It could be females like that in your residence that do shit like that, that might not like your might like your woman. And then for whatever reason, it's women are vindictive like that, straight up. So what I'm saying is, you could just imagine, the women that's coming on to Offset, because when you're a rapper, you don't even have to really go chase women. Women come to you anytime you're an athlete or rapper, an actor or whatever. Women just groupie. You got groupie type of women. You got women that's gonna come to you, and a lot of times it don't be because of who you are. It don't be for you. It be who you are and the opportunity that it'll bring. And now we in the age of tech, of social media, to where everybody want clout. That's why everybody's creating YouTube channels. That's why everybody trying to live a certain lifestyle on Instagram and Facebook or whatever, because everybody trying to clout chase. So yeah, that's why as a man today's time, it's even, if you're gonna cheat, it's even harder to cheat, because women, it's not like how it used to be back in the day where women would just cheat, be secretive about it. It ain't none of that. These women want to put everything out in the forefront, especially if you a celebrity. So I'm going to say this, and I'm sure it's dudes that try to holler at Cardi. You know what I'm saying? I can just imagine how many dudes that when Cardi and Offset separated, how many dudes jumped in her inbox or try to talk to her, that Offset, no, that's cool, that the handshake, dapped up Offset and everything, they still try to talk to her. So it is, and y'all, so if regular people getting this kind of stuff, you can imagine what celebrities get. And then they young and they married on top of that. And they got a beautiful family, So my prayers go out to both of them, Offset and Cardi. Hopefully they can figure it out. People like them together. I don't know these people. We all don't know these people, but I hate to see a marriage fail, especially they're young, they got money. You know what I'm saying? They look good together. It seemed like they genuinely love each other. So hopefully they patch it up. But if they don't, man, they could co-parent and everything will be good. But I wanted to bring this up is to say that the reason why I brought the situation up, taken away from Cardi B and Offset, that was just I brought it. I used them as an example, but I'm really bringing the message is that marriage is hard. Marriage is not easy. Marriage, it takes time, it takes work, it takes patience. You have to really love somebody when you married. I don't think people, it's a lot of women that want the big wedding. They want the dress, and they want everybody acknowledge that they're a married couple, and that they're married, and they can say that I'm missing such and such, and show the ring and all that type of stuff. But y'all, marriage really, it's really work in marriage. Marriage is a second job. You got your first job, when you go make your money, your career, whatever. But the second job is going to be your marriage. And women have 3 jobs, because if a woman has a career, that's 1 job. She's married, that's a second job. And if she's a mother, that's 3 jobs. So women have 3 jobs. So that's why as men sometimes we have to help our woman out, because it's a lot. It's a lot, and the more you help out your woman, you don't put it much strain on her, the easier your marriage will be. So that's what I wanted to say. Marriage it's a lot of work, y'all. It's easy to get when you're going through, and I always say this, when y'all going through the worst, and y'all going through something, that's when the devil comes in. The devil never comes in. The devilish spirit doesn't never come in when everything is good. When everything is good, everything is great. But when you having a bad period in your marriage, when you just feeling like something's off right now, that's when the devil swoop in. And as a married couple, you have to be careful of that. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you how when there's a devilish spirit, right? Whatever things that you're attracted to, whatever vice that you have, whatever the vice is, if you have a gambling problem. See, this is how the devil works, y'all. The devil is not a man with red horns and a red suit, and with the steak fork and all that stuff. That's not how the devil. That's a depiction of the devil in like movies and books and stuff like that. But no, a devil is like the spirit. It's like a there's a negative bad spirit. It's an evil type of spirit that wants to confuse you and wants to ruin any happiness that you have. And you have to be smart not to fall for it. You know, and so what the devil does is this: the devil will send anything that you have like. So if you're a man that you have a lustful spirit, the devil gonna send women because he knows your spirit. You have a lustful spirit, so he's gonna send women your way to try to move you away from your with your relationship. If you a person, like I said, if you a person that has if you gamble, you know, the devil that come along and send things with gambling. You know what I'm saying? And see, you know, it'll be situations where you be in a situation where you can have money and you can lose it off with gambling. If you have whatever you're addicted to, whatever your addiction, we all have addictions of something. And a lot of us, we can control it, but some of us can't control it. So we have to back away from it. Whatever vice that you have, the devil will come and exploit it. In other words, and you have to be strong enough to not fall for it. You have to be very strong not to fall for it. So, like I said, in a marriage is definitely teamwork. It's not a one-sided marriage. A lot of times I hear men, you know, brothers talk on these platforms, these YouTube platforms, and you know, a brother when it comes to marriage, they want XYZ, ABC. They want everything from top to bottom, from A to Z. They expect their wife to do this from A to Z. But you really don't hear much of what brothers say. Then a brother say, well, I provide. Okay, so you provide and then that's it. So, okay, I'm going to pay for everything. So just because I pay for everything, mean you got to do every single thing. But you're not pouring into the relationship at all. Because let me tell you something. I know someone who, that as a man, this is an older guy in his 70s. All he did was provide. His wife didn't have to work. You know, they have kids. They grown, of course, got kids of their own. But let me tell you something, brother, the man worked all his life just providing, you know, but at the same time, the kids, because he just provided, he fell back on everything else. All I did was provide. I let the wife handle the kids. And let me tell you something. What happened was, anytime the kids got into some issues or they needed help or something, they didn't go to the daddy. All they went to the mama. Everything was based on their mama. You know what I'm saying? So, and as they got older, it's the same thing. But all he did was provide. He didn't do anything else. He didn't contribute to the household, the inside, as far as, you know, what the kids need. Can I be there? It's just basically, it was just a monetary thing, you know, and that's what the situation was. So that's what I'm saying, brothers. You got to do more than just, I understand the brothers who just provide. Of course, if you just solely provide, of course, as a man, you do that. You provide. But you got to be involved also. You got to make sure your wife is happy. What's you just being a provider, but your wife is not happy? Because normally, typically, people who one-sided in a relationship that provide, they tend to not appreciate the person because they feel like that person ain't got no say-so because I provide everything monetary. I provide everything, so you have no say-so. You can't tell me anything. And this person, you sitting up there providing, but you got your woman that's dying inside, you know, because she wants to have a voice. But you shutting her up because you like, well, I provide. You're not supposed to question me because I provide. Brothers, you got to do better. And this is the reason why a lot of things that brothers don't talk about on these YouTube channels is, yeah, you the provider and you want to, you know, run your household like a dictatorship, but your woman's dying inside. She despises you. Hell, the woman could possibly be cheating on you. You don't know. You know, you have to make sure your spouse, you got to make sure your partner is happy. It's nothing wrong with being, it's a beautiful thing when you could be married, but that's the start of it. Getting married is the start of it. To keep it up, you got to make sure your wife is content in your marriage. Ladies, you got to make sure your husband is content in his marriage. Sometimes you have to ask, baby, are you happy? Is it just out the blue? Baby, are you happy? It's men and women. Baby, are you happy? Is there some things that I can do that you want me to do? Are there things that I'm lacking? You know, let me know. We could talk about it. You have to do things because you never know. People's feelings change every day. One day you could love somebody and the next day a person could fall out of love with you. That's just how it is. So you have to ask. You really have to ask your partner. I'm not saying ask him every day. I'm just saying every now and then you got to ask, hey, baby, hey, you know, is this something that, you know, you need me to do? Is this something I'm not fulfilling in our relationship? I want to make our bond stronger. When you have a strong enough bond it's hard for anything to penetrate. You got to remember that. Everybody has to be on one accord when it comes to marriage. People want to be married, but they don't know everything it takes to be married. It took me my second marriage to learn, y'all. I didn't know this in my first marriage. I'm on my second marriage, and I'm still learning. I'm not saying I know I got all the answers, but I'm still learning. A lot of things that I didn't do in my first marriage, you know, and I'm not blaming my ex-wife. It's things with myself that I did wrong in the first marriage. I know not to take into the second marriage, and that takes growth, and that takes self learning. I didn't do therapy, but I did do self-therapy on myself. I had to seclude myself and look at everything as a whole myself and hold myself accountable. So, that's real. That's real. But look, I'm not gonna keep y'all long. I just wanted to bring that up. I just brought up Cardi B and Offset, but it's really not about Cardi B and Offset. It's about my advice to married couples, couples that's in long-term relationships, or that's what I want to talk about. So on to the next video. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. One love.